9 days ago, but yeah. Or 4 days ago. Hmm. What time is it? 12. Shit. Shit. I only have, okay, let's do this one.
On everybody, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a pretty ridiculous news story, one that honestly it shouldn't even be news. This shouldn't even be a situation that ever existed in the first place, but unfortunately
The
this is
walking
where we're at in
biohazard?
the
Yes, I
world.
know.
So like a month or two ago, I made a video about an OnlyFans model who had this big video go viral where she was like basically preparing for her ultimate life goal, which was to sleep with 100 men in a single day. This quote-unquote journey,
what
if
was
you
her
could even
name?
call it
Blue,
that,
what?
was filmed,
Bonnie
and
Blue?
beforehand, you know, she's like all hyped up about it. She thinks it's going to be so awesome, and then she's like all traumatized and heartbroken or whatever after she does it. Well, apparently somebody decided to one-up her. Actually, they didn't one-up her. They about 900 or so upped
Oh
her.
yeah, Lily
So there
Phillips to
was
Bonnie
just a
Blue,
couple
yeah.
weeks after all this, a big situation where another one of these OnlyFans stars decided to sleep with over 1,000 men in about 12 hours or so.
There was
Now,
one in,
I can't even
I
believe, like
forgot
I
which
said, that this is
country,
something
but,
we're
one
discussing,
of them tried to
because
do
I
it.
can't even imagine that somebody would
Sleep
have
with
so
100
little
men and they got
self-worth or
fucking tagged
dignity
by
that
the
they would even comprehend
policia.
doing something like this in the first place. But that is unfortunately the news today, right? That's what's been going on. Well,
Yeah.
funny enough, as all of these OnlyFans models or whatever keep trying to go thought for thought with one another on who can sleep with the most amount of men in a single day,
It's so fucking
OnlyFans has
weird.
apparently just about had enough of the debauchery. Now, obviously, their business is not going anywhere anytime soon, but apparently they do have some limits on what they will allow people to do, as this model who has slept with over 1,000 men in a single day has seen her big money-milking video basically be banned from the platform. So, porn star Bonnie Blue is being brutally roasted after her record-breaking marathon with 1,057 men in 12 hours was banned. The high-profile, I almost said so, the high-profile British sex worker whose Australian visa was canceled in November after public outcry over her viral schoolies stunt featuring, quote, barely legal young men, had planned to make a fortune by selling the video of her sleeping with over 1,000 men. However, the explicit video has since been removed from the 25-year-old subscription site after OnlyFans reportedly said the X-rated clip breached its rules. So if you're wondering what rule was broken on OnlyFans throughout this entire thing, apparently OnlyFans takes it really seriously, like the whole age thing, of course. I mean, as they should. Nobody really wants them to not enforce that rule, I feel like. That seems like a pretty decent rule that you should actually be able to verify, like, that the people doing this shit are adults, right? But apparently, with there being over 1,000 men involved in this entire thing, and some of them declared quote-unquote barely legal, OnlyFans couldn't really verify that all of the men who participated were actually of age.
Yeah, the whole barely legal shit is so fucking gross, dude. That's like almost pedophilia shit.
They decided it was, I don't know, too much of a brand risk, or basically this woman filmed this video for the express purpose of putting herself out there as being the biggest hoe. You know what I mean? Nobody ever decides to sleep with even more than like one person in a day and they not be a hoe. You know what I mean? It's a pretty insane thing to do, to sleep with 1,000 people in 12 hours. So I wanted to go ahead and do a little math here, right? And just see how exactly this was even possible. You know what I mean? Because some people, like an Amazon driver, for instance, right? They drop off what, maybe like 100, 200 houses worth of packages a day in like a 10-hour shift. So I wanted to see, how is it even possible to have 1,000 partners in 12 hours? So 12 hours is 720 minutes, meaning that in order to complete this, there had to be either multiple people going at a time, or every single person involved in doing this got less than a minute or so.
Yeah, everyone got like 40 seconds or was in a group. King Biohazard, dude. That is Biohazard mentality. That is, you're asking for issues. Jesus
with
Christ.
this person, probably
Why would you
somewhere
do
around
that?
20 to 30 seconds.
You're asking
So,
for a bad
the
time.
fact that this is even a video that was filmed in the first place, like, it's pretty fucking disgusting on everyone's part. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, because I saw the reaction to the whole woman sleeping with 100 men in one day thing. You had women out here who were trying to put all the blame on the men, like, oh, well, if the men didn't sign up to do it, it wouldn't happen. As if the woman who chose to let this happen to her had no agency in the decision.
Yeah,
She didn't
exactly.
make the decision. She wasn't making a whole fucking documentary about how great it was going to be. Everybody involved in this shit
people are
is
so
just
disingenuous
disgusting.
with
Let's
that
be real
shit.
here. There is no winning in a situation like this. I mean, first off, you're sleeping with an OnlyFans model, so it's like basically entering a car where the keys have been left inside and the car is unlocked, right? It's not like it's much of an accomplishment. Congratulations, bro. But then to like post it online and treat it like it's some sort of real accomplishment or
it's
something
like you're
good.
at,
I mean,
you're
you really have
showing
to just
your
have
criminal
such
activity
a
shit
little
going.
level of self-respect and dignity and value to even consider that an accomplishment. I'm not gonna lie, if I was a father and my daughter did this and like that was what she was known for in life, no funny shit, I might have to go ahead and just end it all. Like really, I would like walk off a building or some shit, because like, I mean, come on, bro. There is no person in their right mind who looks at this and is like proud of this woman for doing this shit or thinks that it's a good thing. And truthfully, the fact that OnlyFans,
you literally had other content creators getting into the fray with her. Dude, people are ratchet as shit.
stepped in and said, nah, even this shit is too far for our platform. We can't have this happening here. I gotta actually give some credence to OnlyFans on that one, man, because like, obviously, in terms of a business decision, the right thing for them to do would have been to just let the video go up or whatever. Just hope that everyone involved in making it was being honest and truthful about their age and whatever. But even with all the money that would have been on the table, because let's be real, people would have bought this shit. There are so many simps and just sad people out there willing to pay for this shit, right? It would have made money. But OnlyFans said, nah, we can't have this. This is too far even for us. And this is a platform that has helped normalize a lot of this shit in the first place in society. Not to say it was like the first porn site or whatever, but in terms of like being with 100, 1,000, 6 million men in the same day or whatever, right? It honestly just kind of seems like, well, it wasn't happening much before OnlyFans. At least it wasn't making fucking like round the world news headlines and stuff like that.
Yeah, this whole thing, this whole wave of doing this shit came out during the OnlyFans era, right? It's so stupid, right? This didn't happen 10 years ago. This happened like literally like 4 years ago. Because you had the rise of OnlyFans. What was the other one? Fansly, I think. Right, all these other sites too, and then you had the porn site, right? Other porn sites that were probably doing this kind of shit.
So, Blue, who recorded the jaw-dropping video at a $30,000 mansion, what an oxymoron that is, famed for hosting illegal sex parties, has previously been vocal about why she makes her controversial content, stating she often rage baits in order to boost subscriptions and ultimately line her pockets. As a result,
I mean, she's a prostitute through and through, right? She is doing it on purpose, right? And that's what some of these content creators doing this shit on purpose, right? They're trying to rage bait you, right? They're trying to make you give them money.
Social media are having a field day, pointing out Blue's shocking stunt was all for nothing if she can't make money from it. Quote, imagine doing all that work for nothing, one wrote on Facebook. Quote, what an anticlimax, scoffed someone else. I mean, it's honestly what she deserves, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna be admittedly a quite literal sexual attention whore, I think the funniest possible outcome is that you completely desecrate your body for 1,000 people in the same day. You ruin any dignity.
Also, that's kind of dangerous to do. There have been cases where women who keep pounding is not good.
Any respect or worth that you could have to anyone who's not a literal porn addict in the world. The fact that you do all of that ultimately for nothing, it speaks volumes. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that deny karma is real, but I can't really think of many better examples of karmic justice out there the universe really stepped in on this one and said, nah, we're not letting this fucking slide. Out of all the alien civilizations that are undiscovered out there and all the wacky shit that they're probably up to, like the divine hand of God
I bet
reached
Zuckerberg
in on
would
this
have
one and
fucking
said,
went
nah,
for that.
we're not letting this
Went
one
for
slide.
that ass real quick.
Skepticism about the stunt has been rife since Blue first alleged it happened in mid-January. Many speculated the extreme task was logistically impossible in the 12-hour time frame she said it occurred in, but Blue shrugged off the criticism. Quote, "The numbers are true," she told news.com.australia at the time. Her claim was backed up by an unemployed security guard named Ollie Walker, who admitted he was in the queue for the session. He ended up backing out after being put off by the fact the participants didn't get one-on-one time with Blue. Meanwhile,
oh god, it was, dude, they were dude, oh dude, it's a swinger party, dude. Oh god,
mom dragging her 19-year-old
like swinger
out
party,
of the line
dude.
also appears to support Blue's claim that the marathon really occurred. Further fueling the mystery of this world record is that behind-the-scenes footage of the aftermath of the session has disappeared from YouTube. I mean, what a fucking just disgustingly sad tale.
Dude, this
Imagine
is
you're a
fucking
19-year-old man who obviously doesn't respect himself, doesn't really value himself.
You might get like
really
STIs or STDs
like
too.
And you're
given
lining
how
up
much
as,
they've been,
contestant number
how many people have been
719
going through
in
that
the
area.
1,000-man bang up. I mean, imagine sitting there and considering that in your head, and then your mother walks in to the entire thing and it's like, okay, Johnny, get your condoms, get your mask, we're leaving. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
I can't imagine the heartbreak that a mother has to go through when she has to drag her 19
Oh yeah, some of these people haven't told their mothers or family.
10-year-old son out of the village gangbang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at that point, like, you have to know that you failed as a parent, right? You have to know, like, I did not raise my son like this, hopefully, but this is what he is now. It's such a fucking sobering reality, I'm sure, to come to. Imagine that car ride back home. Honestly, I don't even want to imagine that. So the other guy decides, nah, man, this one isn't for me. He doesn't decide it because there's 1,000 other men about to have sex with the same woman that he is in the same, sunset, basically. It's because not even that he's like 850th in line. It's because he's not going to get one-on-one time with her, which I don't know what you expected.
Yeah.
She's trying to fit in literally over 1,000 guys in 12 hours. Really not sure what you saw coming there. Not to, no pun intended or whatever, but I don't really know what you were expecting there, my guy. But honestly, the fact that he is an unemployed security guard
he wanted
really
that
adds up on who exactly is the type of guy who's going to be
intimate
doing some
relationship
shit like this.
right there.
That
one-on-one
intimate
relationship.
To go is once again contestant 914. He's got 700 spots to go. He's about 6 hours away from his 20 seconds of fun. I just can't even imagine it. I really can't even imagine it, man. And I want to just wrap this up with a point that I think is quite interesting. I don't know if people saw this headline recently, but there was this viral like TikTok situation where these people did like a predator poachers-esque confrontation of a guy who was like 21 years old. Except
he read this article, yeah.
They had an 18-year-old
Yeah, they got caught,
yeah. He was supposed to consensually
the law took
meet
them
up
in.
with. 21 and 18, keep in mind, 2 adults. And it turned out that once the 21-year-old man
literal
showed up
adults.
there, they jumped him. A gang of people jumped him and beat the fuck out of him because it was quote-unquote gross and it was quote-unquote creepy that he was trying to meet up with an adult 3 years younger than him. But isn't it curious how you never
weird.
see
Both
anyone
adults.
trying to, jump somebody like this who has 1,000, 18, 19-year-old barely legal quote-unquote men out here trying to fucking line them up for a 1,000-man gangbang? So we're willing to jump people and call them predators for meeting up with a single adult who is supposedly consensually making that decision. But when a woman does it to 1,000 men in the same day, there are people who laud her. Oh, she accomplished something. She set a new record. Can you believe all the money she's going to make? It's a very odd double.
Dude, she's a walking biohazard. Like, anyone who's... Like, if people are not getting themselves checked out after fucking dealing with her, holy shit, you guys are cooked. Oh, God. I'd be so sketched out,
one
dude.
That realistically shouldn't exist.
Fucking
I mean,
hell.
like, this type of shit should just be universally called out and be considered a net negative for society. But like I said, there's people out there who defend this shit. They think this shit is like awesome or whatever.
Don't
It's not that I
defend that
necessarily
gross
have a
shit.
problem
That's
with like
fucking weird.
OnlyFans or like sex work in general, because to a degree that type of shit is always going to exist no matter what. But the fact that you can just like openly do shit like this and nobody is like, hey, you're a fucking loser. I mean, it really just, it says a lot about who we have.
Well, it's not just that, but you might be causing a fucking epidemic. Right? You might be spreading fucking disease. Like, don't do that. That's really fucking bad, dude.
Around us in this world, man. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about this because I think it's fucking hilarious that this easy payday she thought she was gonna get.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it is technically an easy payday to sell your body.
Dude, this is too far even for our moral compass. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, not setting this kind of world record, that's for sure. Signing out.
I don't think you want to get pegged that many times. That'd be real bad. Only bands. 'Cause she has to run the hub. I ignored the story of degeneracy. I want to know what that game is. It looks fun. Oh, it looked like a roguelite tower defense kind of game. All a jopish. Even though it's discussing it, and I would shame her, it's kind of bogus they banned the revenue for it. Yeah. Oh, let me guess, the credit card companies are fine with this too? Yeah. Yeah. Right, they're fucking up anime companies, right, and other manga companies, right? And it's just like, dude, you literally have someone who's being a menace to society by trying to get people sick through giving them STDs or STIs, right? Oh boy, that's rough. Anyways, Optimus, if you want to see more stuff,